Good evening, everybody. Welcome on in. Make sure you're tapping the screen, sharing the live. Oh, I don't have everything. There we go. I had the wrong audio settings. There we go. Hey, Kim. Hey, Chris. Hey, Lynatti. Welcome on in. Do the things. I forgot to set up uh, uh my sound effects again. I keep forgetting. Hey, Izzy! Izzy! Playing Tomodachi Life. I want that game so bad. It is a blue. What's going on, Sunset? We are live on TikTok and on YouTube. The phone number is it is live, but I should probably like open up Google Voice. That might help if people wanted to call. Just booked your California trip. Oh snap! Chris about to go wild out on the West Coast. Hey Olive, we supposed to hit it. We so committed. Let's tap the screen. Let's get us up to 2,000 likes, and we can get the show on the road. Lurking for playing F1, nice. I used to be like kind of into IRL F1 for like a season and a half. Walked up and asked what's wrong. Same song all day long. Come on, y'all. Let's tap the screen. Let's get those likes up. We just came to party. Uh, Hold on. Is it not? That should be streaming on YouTube. Why is it not showing? Okay, there it is. This is America. Okay, everything looks good. We're good on YouTube and on TikTok. Hey, Lady X. I got a strap. I gotta carry him. I'm so dole, yeah. Gotta fast for blood work. Ooh, Black man. Yeah, that's no fun. What's up, Securitron over on YouTube? Take a look. Take a look at what things look like on OBS. Okay, I have a dock over here that now lets me see. I can see both the YouTube and the TikTok chats in one spot. Beautiful. Hey, Olive. Thank y'all for getting me to 1,000 likes. Let's see if we can get it up to 2,000. And let's share things out. Let's get some eyes over here so that we can have some conversations. And Olive is showing up. We need about 700 more. See if we can have some conversations with some conservatives, some non-voters, some protest voters. Monster Hunter. And while we are doing that, hey Ava, 2 more hours for California's votes to be registered. If you are on the West Coast, if you are in Cali, go and vote. I'll be here when you get back, or you can take me with you.
Lenadig says they not like who?
They not like us. You can go to a fire station to vote, Ava. Let me make sure that our okay is at 60 seconds. All right, we have surpassed that 2,000. Uses public buildings like fire stations. Wow, it's an easy answer, Todd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Hey Sam. They not like us. Could it be that conservatives are against humanity because they not like us? It's only humanity when they say it is. Yeah. A roasted hot dog from a bonfire. That actually does sound good. There we go. Now I can see that. Not ready for Thursday or Saturday. What's happening Thursday and Saturday? Yo, we got over 3,000 likes. Appreciate y'all. All right, so now we can just leave OBS up over here. OB Yeah, 2 interviews and Saturday's a funeral. Oh, all right. Let's go ahead and mute the music. Let YouTube hear the other sounds outside of just my voice. And yeah, let's see what's happening. Got a little news that I just saw on Ground News. Todd Blanche is saying that the Trump administration is nixing the anti-weaponization fund. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche announced Tuesday that I don't know why I was trying to say judicial, that the Justice Department is scrapping the nearly $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund intended to compensate allies of President Donald Trump following widespread political backlash and legal setbacks. So they are finally officially getting rid of that idea because it was a stupid idea. I don't see why my tax dollars should be used to fund people who committed an insurrection or attempted an insurrection. Right. It's almost like they really thought there wouldn't be backlash. Who would have thunk that people wouldn't want to pay for criminals? Let's see here. I guess he I guess he figures since he's a criminal, people still give him money. Like even though he's supposedly a billionaire, but like people still send him money for some reason. I guess he figured he would just keep on he would just keep the trend going with some more criminals. Uneducated question: what's political backlash? Is there a difference between normal not backlash, uh, just that, just saying people didn't like it. People called him out on it, and yeah, it's backlash is just because it's a political situation. It was political backlash, and it didn't bode well for like people who would be endorsed by him or any like future aspirations of his allies politically. Let's see what else is happening. No problem at all. Amazon Ring sued over facial recognition. Virginia resident Charles Sigwalt sued Amazon on Monday in federal court in Seattle, alleging that Ring's familiar faces feature collects and stores facial recognition data from passersby without their knowledge or consent. Ring introduced the AI-powered facial familiar faces feature late last year, prompting criticism from the EFF and Democratic Senator Markey. Ed Markey is actually, he tends to be on the right side of things, uh, regarding potential neighborhood surveillance. They did find the missing child that went missing today. The Amber Alert. That's good. Yeah, the lawsuit alleges that millions of other Americans passed by a Ring security camera and unknowingly had their facial recognition information collected, with Sigwald seeking at least $5 million in damages for the class. So he's doing a class action suit. Amazon has not commented on the filing, though the FTC reached a $5.8 million settlement with the company in 2023 over allegations that staff improperly accessed customer video data. Hmm. I had been considering getting a Ring camera, but this does not make me feel comfortable doing so. Critics argue the system creates a privately owned surveillance network that captures passersby, noting that Ring avoids releasing the feature in Illinois or Texas due to strict biometric privacy laws. Interesting. Hey, Moni. So I need to set up more things for my streams. What we holding up? What we holding up for, Todd? Oh, yo.
Okay, before I throw this phone in the river
Oh boy.
because of what you just said, do we have literally somebody suing somebody because a camera is doing its job?
Well, it's because it's using AI like facial recognition to like capture and store people's faces.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
I mean,
just that is like looking, but it's like capturing it, and they're saying it's a security a privacy risk.
I get what they're saying, but to be fair, like you can't like if anybody's ever messed with Ring or anything like that, it lights up when you walk by it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they all have a light around it, and it lights up the moment it starts recording.
Yeah, but
But
storing
but
facial
storing it,
recognition
yes.
data
But
is
I must have missed you saying that part. The
yeah.
storing part, yes, I don't agree with that. It shouldn't do
Mm-hmm.
that. Yes. Okay. Okay. I guess I missed you saying that part. I was like, we're suing people for a camera doing its job. Okay, now I've heard it all now. Like, okay, you can yeet me.
All right,
I love you, brother.
later. A tab. Yep, I see the videos. Olive, let me that is so loud. Let me do this because I don't have the things set up for showing stuff yet, but I can do so right now. Copy link, paste link. OBS. Add a window capture. Oh, well, do I already have? Guess not. Window capture. Add this one. Let's do that. So right now they're seeing it on the tube, and I'll put it over here. And then I can add it to the virtual. I was hoping it would keep the cropping. Oops. Didn't mean to move all that. We're getting there. Almost. Almost there. Almost got it. In fact, we don't need all that information down there. All right. All right. Hey, Chicky. All right. So now, oh, why is there no sound? Oh, because the tab auto mutes on this browser. All right. Why is it still muting? Unmute.
Thing with
You
the
may have
Russian
indictments coming
investigation because it's a hoax.
Are you-
That's enough. Put down the mic.
Mr. President, are you worried about indictments coming down in this investigation? Mr. President.
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't be working for CNN. Go ahead.
I think that's unfair.
You're a very rude person. The way you treat Sarah Huckabee is horrible. And the way you treat other people are horrible. You shouldn't treat people that way. Go ahead. Go ahead, Peter. Go ahead.
In Jim's defense, I've traveled with him and watched him. He's a diligent reporter who busts.
Well, I'm not a big fan of yours either. So
I understand.
To be honest.
So let me ask you a question, if I can. You repeatedly
you aren't the best.
Mr. President, you repeatedly over the course of the.
Just sit down, please.
Bruh.
Well, when you report fake news, when you report fake news, which CNN does a lot, you are the enemy of the people. Go ahead.
Jesus, that's loud. Bruh. This was posted today. So I assume that happened today. Yep, that's forgetting that he calls someone piggy. Nah. Oh, this happened during his first term. Oh. So yeah, he's just been that's who he's been this entire time. Where's the other? Might as well just leave it like that.
In the interstate. Actually, a black baby is probably safer in the interstate of Chicago, in the interstate of Chicago, than in the womb of his own black mother. And I think that that's actually a problem, and it's directly the product of what Margaret Sanger envisioned. Actually, a black baby is
let's play that
probably
again.
safer in the interstate of Chicago, than in the womb of his own black mother. And I think that that's actually a problem, and it's directly the product of what Margaret Sanger envisioned. Actually, a black baby is...
That's insane. That's crazy. Boy. All right. That's Vivek Ramaswamy. He's running for governor of Ohio, saying that a black baby is safer in the streets of Chicago than in the womb of his own black mother. Yeah, I need to go back to using my other browser because Iran just bombed U.S. military bases in Kuwait. Marco Rubio said the war was over this morning. Wonderful. Are we great yet? Conservatives, are we great yet? Yeah, let me see if I can find confirmation on that. Yeah, see. I see Iran targets Kuwait and Bahrain as U.S. conducts new strikes in latest test of peace talks. One of the most serious exchanges since the ceasefire began, because that's how ceasefires work when fire doesn't cease. Iran fired missiles at Kuwait and Bahrain as the U.S. conducted new strikes on Iran's Keshim Island. Earlier in the day, the U.S. military said it disabled an oil tanker heading for an Iranian port by striking it with a Hellfire missile. Yeah, this this is so insane because one, we shouldn't be there to begin with, or we shouldn't be attacking them to begin with. They keep acting like they keep acting like we're winning this war, that everything is over, we're done there, but we're still there. It's a war we never needed to start.
Now look at oil futures.
Oh boy.
I giggle not in the haha, I giggle in the
Let me switch browsers here. That's not what I wanted to do. Switch to this browser.
Sounds so fancy.
Yeah, I use Opera GX. Not a sponsored live. This
Could be.
Yep, I really enjoy using Opera GX. It's like made marketed towards gamers.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a bunch of little features built into it. It's compatible with pretty much with all of the Chrome extensions and stuff, so you can still use all of that if you want. Super easy to transfer your stuff over to it.
Just like I wish my Chrome made fancy noises.
Yeah, you can actually set it up to have different noises if you like want noise like sound effects while you're typing.
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Whenever you open or close tabs and all kinds of stuff. Let's see, oil futures. I don't like to go by the one on Google. 94.93.
It's in the green.
Mm-hmm. It is up.
So if you haven't gotten gas, I suggest everyone go get gas.
Hey, Bofa. I hate it here.
Me too.
Like, why? Why is this? Why is this happening? Like, I know why, but why?
I mean, we have a list, of things.
Mm-hmm.
A long list. Waiting poll close for California money.
Yeah. Less than 2 hours left on that.
I forgot that California was a few hours behind us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Let's see. What else is happening in the world?
That's only the big ones I can think of.
Oh, and then I scroll down my Twitter. I wasn't logged into Twitter when I was looking at that. In fact, I was in a browser that didn't have any of my logins when I was looking at the Trump quote. Scroll down my Twitter, found the same video again, posted by somebody else.
See, my Twitter got infected by Monty, so now my infected Monty Twitter is going to touch your Twitter.
Are we touching Twitters?
We are touching Twitters. Consensually.
Mm-hmm. First we touch Tisms, then we touch Twitters. It's wild. All right, that was the sound of me opening a new tab. Let's get logged in here. So we've already talked about Ty Blanche stating that they've nixed the anti-weaponization fund.
Which I cackled a little too hard.
Oh, Moni was talking about the Trump endorsement of Tom Keene earlier, who's been absent from Congress. Democrat Rebecca Bennett will take on GOP Representative Tom Keene Jr., who has been absent from Congress. So yeah, Rebecca Bennett won the primary in New Jersey, 7th District.
Yay!
There's 69 shares.
Cheeky, I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it, Cheeky. What you gonna do about it? I'm gonna do it. I did it.
They're just gonna try to find another way to fraud Blanche for fraud Blanche to get their cash. I mean, if they want to sue, that's fine. If they want to sue, go to court. As like Monty's talked about before, like Mike Pence has even stated, if they want to go to court and have it go through the correct proceedings and most likely still lose, that's fine. But to just
I,
have the president just circumvent all of that just to throw the money is ridiculous.
Mhm. I just don't want my taxpayer dollars to go to people who decide to storm the Capitol.
Right. Let's see. So, Blue Origin begins investigation into New Glenn explosion because on last Thursday, uh, the
Not the
rocket,
Bezos ship.
the rocket exploded during a test. So they're looking into what caused that. I think they'll just crowdfund that on Trump's scrunchies or something.
What scrunchies? The man has no hair.
I mean, there's plenty of stuff on the Trump shot that he wouldn't be able to use.
I fucking hate that website.
New York sues over Trump administration's deal to end an offshore wind project. On Tuesday, 7 U.S. states led by New York sued the administration of President Donald Trump, challenging a March decision to cancel an offshore wind lease. The lawsuit alleges the Interior Department violated administrative processes. To terminate the lease, the Interior Department agreed to reimburse $795 million to a subsidiary of France's Total Energies, extracting a pledge from the company to invest in fossil fuel projects instead. So stupid. The canceled project, Attentive Energy, would have powered 1.3 million homes and potentially saved ratepayers $10 billion. New York Governor Kathy Hochul called it an outrageous abuse of taxpayer dollars. That's ridiculous. Like you see this thing, this clean energy initiative that's going to power homes and save people money. We got an investment from France into it, and you cancel it because you want to prop up fossil fuels. What are we storming at what time? We're not storming anything right now. Not yet.
Yet.
Not yet. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum defended the deal as returning money to an unviable project, while New York Attorney General Letitia James accused the administration of orchestrating a sham deal. This settlement reflects a broad administration strategy to stop offshore wind development, which Trump has said he finds expensive. He finds it expensive. He just decided it's expensive. Democrats in Congress are investigating this agreement and the cancellation of the Golden State Wind Project. So two different wind projects.
Well, you know what the windmills do.
Yeah, they drive they cause cancer and drive the whales crazy apparently.
You see whales flying in the sky.
It's, the sound from windmills causing cancer is still one of the craziest claims that I've.
Oh, my highlight was battery sharks. I was still working at the daycare, so we remixed Trump talking about battery sharks to Baby Shark. It was a great soundtrack.
Let's see. House Ethics Committee investigating. I can't talk. Representative Jimmy Gomez over sexual misconduct allegations.
Interesting.
Yep, we're going to be hearing about this one. The House Ethics Committee is investigating Democratic Representative Jimmy Gomez over sexual misconduct allegations, according to three sources, which the inquiry currently in its early stage. Following a New York Post report alleging Gomez kissed an aide at a 2023 party, the committee expanded its review. A Gomez spokesperson previously called the account not true. In a statement, Gomez acknowledged personal mistakes outside of marriage that caused family pain, but asserted they did not violate house ethics rules and pledged to cooperate with any ethics committee inquiry. It doesn't specify the gender of the aide, Oya. Yeah, they're gonna be the MAGA is gonna be throwing this at us, and as usual, if they find that he did something wrong, okay, hold him accountable, kick him
Throw him
out,
under the
put him in
prison.
jail, like whatever, like yes, but they can't hold the same energy for their own side. Gomez is not the only member under review. Of course, they're talking about Eric Swalwell and Tony Gonzalez resigning. House Ethics Committee Chair Michael Guest is pushing for increased staff and authority, while House Speaker Mike Johnson and Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries recently appointed a bipartisan task force to reform harassment handling. They need to worry about the DOJ investigating George Santos for fraudulent Kalshi bets, who Trump part. Yep.
I keep forgetting that he pardoned George Santos.
That man, he was just walking fraud. He's just a walking fraud. Like lied about everything and
Santos or Trump?
yes.
I had to double check.
I was specifically talking about Santos, but yes. Hey Mia. Who is this white man again? The New York representative that lied about every single thing that on his resume, like everything about his life. Said that his mom died in 9/11, but actually she didn't. Like I think she worked in one of the buildings but wasn't there or something. It was so much ridiculousness. He said he claimed to be Jewish, but then later took that back and said, "No, I said I was Jewish because because I associate with a lot of Jewish people or something." It was it was ridiculous.
I always confuse George Santos for George Soros all the time.
You was eeping. Well, welcome to not a eep. Welcome to awake. Yeah, we're just waiting for conservatives to wake up and let us know why they're against humanity.
I was really hoping to rage bait him. Didn't work out.
No. Welcome to woke.
Is that you typing?
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, that's the browser. This
I would just have it be Monty's glizzy every time I type.
That's wild. Let's see. Let's take a look at Google's news. Let's take a live update of the polls in Cali. Or just all of the stuff that's happening right now.
Because
Mhm.
I think New Jersey, Montana, Iowa, and a few others are having primaries.
Mm-hmm. Josh Turek wins the Democratic Senate primary in Iowa. The NBC is projecting. Ashley Hinson is set to win the Republican primary in Iowa. Deb Haaland is projected to win the New Mexico governor primary for Democrats, while the incumbent Mike Rounds wins the Republican Senate primary in South Dakota. This is a good time to play Bone for first of the month. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Let me see if I can find a better. NPR. It's really. I'm gonna turn some of these sounds off.
I'm enjoying them.
Let's see. That, that's such a. This is such a huge field for the California governor race. That's wild.
Manny was showing me all the people that are on the primaries, and he just kept scrolling and
Right.
scrolling. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Let's see. Why won't it let me select the. There it is. Let's just grab that. Boom. Boom. And do the same over on the talk. Just
Look at the list go.
all these people running for governor. It's wild.
It's so crazy to look at.
Yeah, nothing's in yet. Just the two of us. It's a good song, Sam. Did you see your name? Yeah, I think your name was in there somewhere, Bofa. Yeah, the
When did
polls
you
are
run for the
the polls close in about an hour and a half.
not the gubernatorial? It's a fun word.
It's,
I just can't imagine you get handed a ballot and there's like 62 people's names on there and you're like, what the fuck? I would get so mad.
let's see. So Rob Sand was uncontested for the Democratic primary in Iowa, with 15% results in so far. Zach Lon is leading the Republican primary. For their governor race.
Does it say Bob Sand? Is that his name?
Rob Sand.
Oh, Bob Sand sounds more funny. I love Katie Porter.
Yeah.
I don't have biases though.
So we talked about the Democratic or the Senate primary in Iowa, where Josh Turek is leading with 22% reporting. He is leading
Lanatic
significantly.
Says
Katie I. There's a guy running named Barack D. Obama Shah.
Mm-hmm. Also Forgotten Country too.
Yep. Yep. Living for God and country. Demont.
I want to see even if he gets like one vote. I want to know who did it. I just want to know. I just want to talk.
Let's see. It's all that NPR has for us. Police negotiate in hostage situation at Chase Bank amid bomb threat in Bakersfield.
What? What's happening at Chase Bank?
A hostage situation, apparently. Hello?
Oh, not the ad.
Wow.
Easy ordering, fast delivery. DiGiorno.
Granger.
Same thing.
Henson
Lanatic
One
says
GOP.
that's my bank. BRB.
It's in Bakersfield. I don't think it's your bank specifically.
Watched races. Decision day in California. Today, millions of voters are casting their ballots in some closely watched races, and we are now just hours away from the first results in California's primary election. But first, we want to take you to a breaking story happening in Bakersfield tonight. A hostage situation remains active at the Chase Bank on 17th Street and Chester Avenue. This has been going on now for several hours. This is what it looked like earlier. We are also told by Bakersfield police that a man has barricaded himself inside that building. Police tell us a suspect apparently has a bomb strapped to him.
Hey,
Again,
Amanda.
this is happening at the Chase Bank in downtown Bakersfield. Right now, it's still unclear just how many hostages are inside that building, but police negotiators are on scene talking with that suspect. This has prompted a massive response in the downtown area, as you can imagine, with police closing off the areas between 18th Street and Truxton Avenue and Chester Avenue to 8th Street.
Hey, Miss Libby.
Let's go ahead and turn things over now to Michael Patterson, who is tracking this breaking story in downtown Bakersfield for us. And Michael, how are things looking there right now at this hour?
Well, Rochelle, right now we are at 18th Street and Chester Avenue here in downtown Bakersfield. I'm standing right next to the 1800 here, just off to my right shoulder. And you can see that barricade taking place here just a block away here from this intersection, that Chase Bank building that we're talking about here, this hostage situation, just down the block here. Now, one thing I do want to let you all know about is we did just receive two important pieces of information here related to this incident. The first being that the FBI and hostage negotiators are on scene, and they have told us that they were able to successfully negotiate the release of one of those hostages there from the suspect. So a good development here in this situation, that at least one of those hostages has been released. That is according to Eric Celadon, a sergeant with the Bakersfield Police Department. And also what we're learning too is that we tried to get some confirmation if police have determined whether there is actually a bomb strapped to this person's chest. They cannot confirm that there is actually a bomb, just that that person has reported that there is one. So there is still the possibility that this could be a bluff. But and again, this all according to Bakersfield Police. Eric Celadon just talking to us just a couple of minutes ago. But a very developing situation. They still have yet to confirm if that is an actual explosive, but they are of course treating it as if that is the case. Another piece of information we just now learned here is that there are believed to be other hostages here in that situation, but another good update is that everyone still appears to be in good health. So there are no injuries related to this incident again. But again, there is a hostage situation here. A man inside the Chase Bank building reportedly has a bomb strapped to his chest. That is what he has told police, and they are treating it as a serious situation. But again, that most recent update from the Bakersfield Police Department is that one of those hostages was able to be released, thankfully from help from the FBI crisis negotiators and local crisis negotiators. But of course, this is still a very developing situation. We do believe that there are still more people inside that building. This has been going on now for about 3.5 hours here. No clue how long this will take, but we will continue to be out here on this location as well as law enforcement to try and hopefully get a peaceful resolution to this. But I'm going to send things back over to you, Rochelle, reporting live here in downtown Bakersfield. Michael Patterson, Eyewitness News.
Michael, thank you so much for that update. Again, here is what we know right now at this hour. Police have been evacuating people from the surrounding area. No injuries, as Michael said, have been reported. Several city buildings were placed on lockdown. However, elections officials tell us the situation is not impacting the elections office. But police are asking the public to stay clear of that area. Of course, this is a breaking story, completely developing, so we will bring you updates as soon as they come into our newsroom. And be sure to watch on air and check our website, bakersfieldnow.com, for the very latest developments.
Huh.
Jesus. Stop it.
Value packages.
Let's see. No arrests have been made. Yeah, they're still monitoring it. Looks like that was about an hour and a half ago that they posted this, or that they last updated this. So yeah. It's just an alarm clock Gen Z has never seen before.
I'm not responding because I had a rolling alarm clock.
Hello, Politico. Okay. Guess we're not gonna see that article. Do I don't think I have the ground news extension on here. I should install that.
Yes.
Hi there.
What the fuck?
Oh. Oh. That was
Damn. Okay.
okay.
Could have
Go,
asked.
go. What are those sound effects? That's my browser. Opera GX.
He's all high tech and shit.
Sure. We can say that. Extensions. Manage extensions.
Like, imagine just like walking into like a building with like an analog alarm clock. They'd lose their fucking minds.
Not you trying to trigger Gen Z.
Look, as someone born in the 1900s, I gotta have fun somehow. Did you eat it and take a nap? Did you?
Nope. I think the meds finally like kicked in while I was laying down.
Duh, that's how they work. My kids fell asleep on me, and so I fell asleep.
Yeah,
Because I couldn't go anywhere.
I probably would have fallen asleep if Nitro had stayed asleep. But he
Not the
just
VHS reminder. I apologize. I'm being insensitive. I hope everyone makes it out okay.
let's see, maybe now, since for whatever reason it won't pull up this political article, maybe it will pull up the. Nope, this is the wrong extension. That's not what I needed.
I feel like Sam is the reason why I got pulled up here.
Hmm?
Because she invited me up and then left. But I feel like Sam gave her that idea. I just read Sam's comment. Hi, Sam. How long have you been up?
48 minutes. No, longer than that. An hour. I forgot I went live
You
before
want to
8.
reset on TikTok?
Potentially.
Did you have you set up vertical for tubes?
Nope, it's just horizontal on tubes.
When I set up vertical, that's when I start getting, because of like the fact that it comes up with shorts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might do that.
Turkman is the projected winner in Iowa for the Dems. Oh, Turek. I was like, who the fuck is Turkman? I was like, is a Tadurkin?
That's a Durkin. Is this not a? I could have sworn this was an extension. Why am I not?
I don't think I've been on a panel all day. What did you
Okay,
say?
it is. It is an extension. Okay,
Oh,
and good.
it's because I've been depressed, but okay, I guess it's good.
Well,
Bask in my
not for that
sadness, I
reason.
guess. Oh, my surgery is fine. Thank you, Sam.
Okay, now it's showing. Mullins refuses to commit to following court orders for DHS. The Homeland Security Secretary said he could answer the question. He could answer the question if we don't think courts were politicized, or if we didn't think courts were politicized.
Oh, you know it's a good one.
Mm.
The fact that why do I want to call him Ted Cruz? No, Marco Rubio. I've always confused the two. Anyway, Marco Rubio was testifying in front of Senate and called was it Senate or just I don't fucking know which fucking body it was. But he called one of the like congressmen Shat. I think his name is Shot or Shots. And he called him Shats. And he goes, well, like he was like, my apologies. Well, like from hi Steve.
Hey, Steve. Hawaii? Talking about the
Who? Shats? It's not Shats. It's like shots or some shit like that. But he is like
oh,
said it with conviction. I was like,
I think when I said "Hey Steve," my Siri thought I said "Hey Siri," and it was like, "Huh?" And I was like, "What happened?"
Steve is my favorite garden gnome.
He does give David the Gnome vibes. Siri Steve, same thing, right, Moni?
Well, everybody was expecting him to be short and he come in like towering over everybody else. Him and RJ just fucking giants.
Let's see what else is happening in the world for the time being.
I don't know, some dude with a man bun or some shit. I thought it was fake, and then he showed up in person, and I was like, "Oh, you actually got a man bun."
Mia 6ix9ine, nice.
Nice.
Nice. Let's see. U.S. job openings climbed to 7.6 million in April despite economic fallout from the Iran war.
Molly, don't look at me like that, because anything for you. Alabama map ruling from SCOTUS.
Hmm?
Steve's talking in code.
Oh,
I don't
Alabama
know.
map ruling from
He's just
SCOTUS.
typing
Oh,
shit.
that's the that's what's happening in the world. They ruled in favor
He's
of
like,
the Republicans.
words.
Yep, Supreme Court allows Alabama to use congressional map that eliminates a majority black district. Again, like I was mentioning last night, how the courts move so slow when they're doing things to either to like fix a wrong, when they're trying to when people are trying to help, when the government's
Humanitarian
trying to
shit.
when the government's trying to actually do good things for its people. But when they want to hurt folks, especially when they want to hurt black people, they get it done.
So, here's the thing. It's all of this shit that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling, like, keep, um, my new analogy has been, like white people who want to do shit but don't know what. I call them the shell of the M&M. It's like, don't worry, like black people, we will lead from behind because yuck, yuck. We will lead from behind because like y'all gonna get silver bracelets, we gonna get silver piercings. So we are not the same. So I was just like, be the shell of the M&M. Um, and so I was thinking, I was like, I really want people to legitimately coordinate like some type of just around like very close proximity to different different polling places where you coordinate to have people meet up that feel like intimidated by voting and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically everybody walk together to the polling places, strength in numbers. And that's where white people would be the shell of the M&M.
Hmm.
You show up together, strength in numbers. You think of, like, for instance, especially for like marginalized groups in like deep red places, being able to show the fuck up together. Um, and but also like coordinating trips to the polls, like coordinating like carpool. Um,
Yeah.
but my biggest thing has been traveling in groups.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
so
Yep. Makes sense.
people in like places like Tennessee where they're not required to tell anybody about the district or about like the districts changing precinct or and the polls changing and shit like that. Um, like just make sure that just I mean start just door knocking and be like, hey, do you know your district?
Yeah. Yep. We're gonna need to do that.
Or even if it's not door knocking, like just roll up a piece of paper in between the doorknob. Like take it back to fucking early 2000s. Roll up a piece of paper like, hey, this is your voting poll. This is your new polling place.
Mm-hmm.
You can confirm it here at this website or at this number you can confirm where your new polling place is and what your district is.
The one mighty pen. Welcome to the YouTube chat. Yes, I've been on Olives. I tend to be on there in the mornings.
It's a very distinct voice. He be talking fast, huh? One mighty Ben.
I'll be going so quick. You know, you know how I do.
Fast the fuck, boy.
All right, I'm actually gonna reset on both YouTube and TikTok. So I will see you guys in just a bit. Make sure that when you come back in, that we're tapping, we're sharing, we're doing all the good things.
Let's do good rat shit.
Yeah. That's not what I needed to do. That's not what I needed to do. That's not the way that's supposed to look. Oh, I know what the problem is.